This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Recording has started.
Please light them up by follow, please.
Hello, dear listeners, and welcome once again to Superconnectivity. I'm your host, Charlie, the Professor Esser. And with me, as always, is that blue-eyed... Your eyes are blue? Oh, they're brown? I don't know. It's hard to tell on the screen.
Like blue-green.
Blue-green. Oh, he's got those changes. The chimeric partner in crime.
Phil me and Perich.
Yes, he's a chimera, or chimera, depending on how you pronounce it. He changes. He's a shapeshifter. We all know it. Welcome once again to Superconnectivity. Viewer discussion is advised. I came up with a new catchphrase and I stepped right on it.
Nice.
Viewer discussion is advised. I like this phrase. It's funny. I was watching Fangirl today and I saw that for her family, not loud. And she had like a little her family blog bit, and it said viewer discretion is advised. But when I first started, I said, "Oh, she uses the phrase viewer discussion is advised." That's a great phrase, and I rewound it. It's like, "Oh no, she doesn't." That's just I came up with that great idea. Viewer discussion is advised. So please, down in the comments, discuss. Viewers, do it. Okay, we need the help. We need the help. And anyway, Tristan wants to watch loud TV while I'm doing this stuff. You don't all have a man cave like Phil. No, I'm doing a podcast. I don't make noises during your podcast, actually. I do make noises during his podcast. He gets very mad about it. Anyway, let's get back to the story. Philip, how you doing? Should we talk MCU first, or do you want to talk comic books first?
No, do it. Good. Do MCU.
Okay, so we got the biggest spoiler that no one is talking about from the toy industry. And I wish we had a picture I could throw up right now, but I am not that technologically savvy to say, here's a picture of what I'm talking about. Maybe whoever edits do we edit the YouTube feed or just the audio podcast?
No, but I might be able to find one right now. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so when you watch this later, maybe Philip will have thrown up a picture of the Hulk toy for Avengers 4, Electric Boogaloo. And first thing you're going to notice about it is, but that's a pleasant-looking banner face on that Hulk. Which means we're getting Professor Hulk. We're getting PROF to the SSOR Hulk in Infinity War, Electric Boogaloo, number 4. And this is a big deal. This is something we've been talking about for a while. Something we've all known, that you're not going to get a Hulk back without a lot of deep psychological conversation, and we ain't got time for that nonsense. So let's get some Ringmaster, who was already established in Jessica Jones, in here. Maybe some Doc Samson, who was already established in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Honestly, they may not be able to use... there he is. There's my boy.
You see it? You see it?
I see it. I hope you all see it at home. That's for $519. That's what they're selling that for. That's how you know that's a collector's item. Look at that face. That is not the face of a rampaging Hulk. His hair is combed. That looks like Amadeus Cho. Let's be honest here.
Is that supposed to be Mark Ruffalo face?
As close as Mark Ruffalo gets to a Mark Ruffalo face. You can see they made him like a little angry in the picture there on the side, but we can all tell that that's like, hey, you're in my parking spot, dude. You're in my parking spot angry face, not a Hulk smash angry face. So yeah, so they've basically given the biggest reveal about the Hulk returning in Avengers 4, Electric Boogaloo, that it is going to be Professor Hulk. We've already established Doc Samson in this universe. And so his analysis of the Hulk is going to be how they get him out of his shell. And I think we're going to get some kind of reveal there. And I'm looking forward to it. And if you want to argue that that's not actually meant to be Avengers Endgame merchandise, that's fine. I'm going to hold on to my belief until it's proven wrong. Because if it's not Avengers 4 evidence, I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's clearly an Avengers toy. Are they just releasing randomized Hulk armored Hulks for no reason? When was the last time we had an armored Hulk? It wasn't like officially Professor Hulk, but it was like, yeah, it was Professor Hulk. Yeah. It was the most recent Hulk, it's Professor Hulk, but he's like, I'm not Professor Hulk, I'm a completely new Hulk. It's like, you're just Professor Hulk.
Well, yeah, and that concept art, for, like when Infinity War came out, wasn't he wearing some kind of outfit like that? But like the Hulk really didn't make much of an appearance in Infinity War. And definitely not in this suit.
I think they've been working on how they want to reveal this idea. Because not for nothing, I'm sure that Mark Ruffalo would like to talk more in the role. Not for nothing. It's kind of lousy to get to play the Hulk and realize you only get to play Banner. I mean, even Lou Ferrigno hated that. It's like, why can't the Hulk talk? He talks in the comic books. Just let me say Hulk freaking smash just once.
No.
I do know why that is. It's because he is deaf and he can't hear his own voice. He doesn't know that his voice is more high-pitched than what people would expect the Hulk to sound like. I think that was really where the problem was. I think that if he had a more naturally deeper voice, they probably would have let him speak. But, I'm sure since then he has worked on that, and Lou Ferrigno can go deeper, and he can do growls, and he does good like that. But, that's why, that's my own opinion about why they probably never let the Hulk speak in the old TV show, is because I think Lou Ferrigno's voice it didn't have that Ted Cassidy quality that they already established in the intro. But so I think that's a big deal. What do you think, Phil? Do you think I'm completely wrong, Phil? Am I wrong?
At first, I think I even said to you, I was like, well, just because he's wearing a shirt, does that mean he's the Professor Hulk? But, you have a point, though. The face, unless it's just the way they sculpted the toy, the face does look like it's, more Bannerish. It's not a snarling beast, and...
Yeah. That's the thing. His hair is combed. Well, that's like the biggest thing. Yeah. His hair is combed. Clearly, he put an outfit. He dressed nice. It's a special occasion. We're going to go meet Thanos. And we dressed nice, and we combed our hair.
And after Thor Ragnarok, I think you have to kind of come to the head with those two because, the Hulk was the Hulk for a long time without letting Banner out. And then, there was that whole thing of like, oh no, if I transform again, I'm not going to come back and stuff.
Oh, sweet Aunt Agnes. What if they have to go to the Grandmaster? What if they got to go back to that planet and say, all I know is that, the Grandmaster somehow kept me the Hulk for that long. And they have to go, and then they meet an Elder of the Universe and say, oh yes, Thanos. What a jerk. Oh, because it would be freaking, Brendolfly.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Thank you. Gosh, how did I drop Jeff Goldblum? Jeff Goldblum, Mr. Frost himself, sitting there, and he's going to be talking, and he gets to be an Elder of the Universe. Which is why I'm going to say the Collector isn't dead. Thanos doesn't get to kill the Collector. He's a freaking Elder of the Universe. Let's just put all that to the side right now. But yeah, they're going to have to dig him up. And if we do not get the Collect, here's what I'm going to say. If we come to Avengers 4 Electric Boogaloo and we don't get the Collector, we don't get the Grandmaster, we don't get the Champion, who we've been waiting for. He's the world's greatest fighter. No, he wouldn't. The Champion wouldn't fight the Hulk because he knew the Hulk might have defeated him. But well, his actual argument was that the Hulk was a mindless beast, and he would not fight a mindless beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to which point, not for nothing, I could totally see the Grandmaster bringing out Professor Hulk just to say to the Champion, he's not really a mindless beast anymore now, is he? Let's see you two go at it. That is such a Grandmaster move. So yeah, I do think we're going to get a Professor Hulk. Now, one thing I will say about a Hulk in armor, last time we did see Hulks in armor, what was involved, Phil?
Are you talking World War Hulk? That thing I hate? What?
No. Like shield set. Not like old-timey Spartan armor.
You lost me.
Time travel Hulk. with the little Banner probe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to segue into that whole time travel theory here.
Yeah, I was trying to. What was it? Indestructible Hulk or something? Or
yeah, that was Indestructible Hulk, I think. Yeah, it was one of the. You know what? Look, the Hulk's incredible. Just let him be incredible. You know, he doesn't have to be some other I word. Just call him an Incredible Hulk. He's an Incredible Hulk. He's a Hulk, and he's hard to believe. You know, I think we can work with that. It's hard to believe that a guy could be the Hulk because it's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We don't have to fight that argument. Anyway, but yes, Indestructible Hulk. Before we get what was Totally Awesome Hulk.
That was Amadeus.
Yeah, that's just you know the saddest thing about a Totally Awesome Hulk is
what?
That is clearly a Gen X phrase that Gen Xers put on a millennial Hulk to try to imply how hip and cool. It would be like if they called him the absolutely groovy Hulk.
Totally tubular.
Well, yeah, but that would be along those same lines.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But like he's the bee's knees Hulk, man. It's old timey phraseology to show you how cool the hip new youngster Hulk is. But now he's Braun. Although I guess that's maybe an interesting third possibility is that that's not Bruce Banner Hulk. That is actually Amadeus Cho Hulk.
Oh, you think they're gonna go that way, MC?
In that toy, yeah. Well, I mean, that would be the interesting twist if they didn't totally spoil something with putting out a toy that is clearly the Professor Hulk. Would say, no, that's not the Professor Hulk. Why do you even think? Banner can become the Hulk anymore?
Ooh.
Oh, that's Amadeus Cho because there was an Amadeus Cho in the second movie. Or the first movie, no matter how you count it, that he was the guy eating the pizza, and he was like, "You're my hero, man," and he picked up Banner's research to become a Hulk himself. Yeah, well, it's the champion, the Grandmaster, and the Collector. Tristan's saying, "What if the Collector, the Grandmaster, and the champion defeat Thanos?" I'm all for that. Yes, they are. They are a special type of being. They are the elders of the universe. Get the Contemplator in there. It's no hold barred. Yes, they would know how the Infinity Stone worked because they have held the Infinity Stones in the past.
There's a time loop.
Oh yeah. Okay, Tristan, we got to get back to the time loop question. It's okay. I love you, but if you want, you got to get headphones and like get in on this, so we can really have you as a part of the whole Superconnectivity team. But here's the thing about the time loop. Okay, wash him first. He's gonna eat strawberries. I'm always worried about how many pesticides.
I was gonna say, wash your Infinity Stones first. Dang.
Well, you should wash your Infinity. You don't know where Thanos kept those. I don't know what a Thanos in the privacy of his own bungalow at night does.
I think like smuggling them out of like different worlds.
I'm just saying for just fun. Yes, okay, that is it's a Siamese twin strawberry. That's actually fairly common in the plant universe. Yeah, actually that happens all the time. I forget what they call that when you get a conjoined twin in what they call there's a scientific term for it, but it's basically what gives you conjoined twins, but it happens a lot in plants because it's far less problematic for plants to be a conjoined twin. So it's not something that can spread out. So, but you will often, when you see the strawberry with two tips, that's what that is.
Okay.
It's actually, they just start developing separately. I know that from 8th grade science class. Moving right along.
Time loop.
Time loop. I feel like I'm in a time loop sometimes, Philip. No, so here's the basic problem with the time loop argument. Did you watch those? Yeah. Okay. I didn't see him watch them. Okay, so when Doctor Strange puts himself into the time loop with Dormammu. So, okay, backstory. A guy on Reddit said, hey, remember the time loop that Doctor Strange did, blah, 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 blah. And Modu said, oh, using it and you don't know what you're doing, it causes a time loop, blah, 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 because blah,
exactly.
blah, 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 blah. Here's where this guy is wrong. When Doctor Strange creates the time loop, he puts himself and the entire dark dimension into that time loop. Essentially, he doesn't localize the change. So every time he comes back into the time loop, Dormammu is in the same time loop. So everything goes back, everything resets, including Doctor Strange, because he keeps on flying in. When Thanos does it, he's just focusing on the stone. He's just focusing on the thing he wants to change. And this is essentially what Doctor Strange does when he makes the apple whole, makes it apple eaten, does the whole thing with the apple. Decays it into nothingness, yada, yada, yada. When Doctor Strange is in his own little, I'm researching 14 million different possibilities of how this all outcomes. He's not affecting the whole universe. He's just affecting himself. He's affecting the point that is being changed, not the whole universe. Well, no, because here's the thing. Because they say, oh, well, they could just reset the universe back to that moment because of the time loop, blah, 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 blah. The reason you can't do that is because he doesn't reset anything else in the universe. He's just resetting himself and Vision. Because it's not like he then has to come back out of the portal and fight all of the Avengers again.
Okay.
It's literally just he is focusing on one point in space to move it from a different point in its timeline to a new point in its timeline. And that's what he's doing.
Yeah, but Doctor Strange wasn't juicing the Time Stone with the Power Stone, too, and the other stones.
Well, which would only make his powers more... Here's the thing. That would only make him more adept with the Time Stone, not less adept.
It would give him power, not skill.
Well, no, first off, he's already been working with the stones, and we already know the stones are sentient.
Yeah, so maybe they're fighting him.
So what you're saying is, okay, the only problem with that is that then it really doesn't matter what happens because the Time Stone's actually going to save everything. No! Because the Time Stone is the one fighting it. Here's the problem. Here's the thing.
Or he broke it.
Here's the thing. When Doctor Strange basically says this is the only way that it's going to work, it is specifically because the point was that you have to let Thanos win. You have to use a chess idea. You have to have a queen sacrifice. You have to lure him into this point where and you can't just give him the stone right away because then he's going to know something's up.
Yeah.
So you have to fight him, let him win the stone, and then let him do what he's going to do because that's the only way you can convince him to fall for the queen's sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I really think internally, this is because Doctor Strange knew if Tony Stark had the Infinity Gauntlet, he would be way more dangerous than Thanos.
He would?
That basically, yes, he would. If Tony Stark had the Infinity Stones,
he would.
not even counting the Mind Stone at that point. It's like he could have just even with just 4 of the 5 Infinity Stones, or 5 out of the 6, yeah. He could have done all kinds of devastation to the universe in his quest to make the world a better future. That's the thing about it. Is like I definitely think the whole thing is that it wasn't so much that they had to stop Thanos, it's that they had to stop Tony Stark from getting his hands up. Because in 14 million chances, you're going to tell me they didn't? Because they didn't stop Thanos here. Which tells me that in 14 million of these opportunities, they did stop Thanos, and something else far worse happened.
I don't know. I'm thinking that's why he gave him the Time Stone, because he saw the time loop coming, because otherwise, if there's no time loop, Thanos snaps and everything. It's done. It's over with.
Yeah, but the reality is that he's going to be giving him the Time Stone anyway. So, that argument that, you need that time... Here's the thing. I don't think time travel... Here's why I don't think the time travel thing is likely, because it's been so heavily lampshaded. You have Janet Van Dyne saying, don't fall into a time vortex. We'll never get you out of that. We have Mordo saying, don't create a time loop, even though that's how we end this movie. It's just this idea that obviously they're pressing this time idea because I think it's an intentional misdirect in the same way that when the when the Russo brothers said, "Oh, we've never mentioned the title of the film in any of the movies." So, which is just a flat out lie, because you said it's the Endgame.
I mean, unless what if they did like in the next trailer, like during the Super Bowl or something? They're like, "Psych, it's not Endgame." Here's the real title.
Maybe. If they do that, that'll be interesting. It's actually Avengers 4 Electric Boogaloo. We just thought it was so obvious.
It's a time loop. It's a time loop. This time Thor's going for the head.
Yeah, but
that's what I think. It's going to be a time loop a couple times through. Then that last time, boom, in the head.
Well, what I'll say is, here's the thing. I'm not going to say that time travel won't be a part of it, because I can imagine they will go to time travel just to answer that. But the time travel doesn't work. The only thing that's going to work is freaking beating Thanos and wishing the universe back.
What if?
And here's what I'm going to give you. Here's the real thing. It's going to be the elders of the universe who say the only way you can bring everything back is if you give us the stones, and we'll bring everything back. But we'll none of us will have the one stone, but we will, for this one time, hold hands, sing Kumbaya, and bring the universe back. But we're the elders of the universe. We are the oldest living beings in this universe. If anyone can restore the universe, it's us. Don't do this because you do not know what you're doing, and you will destroy the universe if you try. And that's a possibility.
Here's another possibility.
Contemplator in there. We'll get the runner because he's super fast.
Here's another possibility. Here's another possibility. There's time loops. And no one remembers stuff at first. Maybe they need someone who's been maybe thrown outside of time, like such as a Carol Danvers.
Nah, you're just reaching for that.
Okay, Kumbaya.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Here's the thing about Carol Danvers being outside. It's entirely possible Carol Danvers gets thrown forward in time or backwards in time or outside of time. I don't see how you tie that into the rest. Here's the thing.
Where's she been?
She's been out freaking fighting Skrulls or the Kree or freaking Brood. I don't know.
Then why didn't she show up in Avengers 1?
Because she was fighting someone else. Why didn't the Fantastic Four show up? Anytime any comic book character has to defeat some galactic level menace
we don't know
in their own book.
We don't know where Fantastic Four have been yet. We don't know where they've been. Maybe they're in the microverse. Maybe they're trapped. Maybe they're trapped in the quantum realm.
Just fighting other battles. It's like, Thanos' invasion. That was cute. We were fighting Galactus at the time. Ego, or we've already done Ego, but maybe Ego the Living Planet was freaking doing something at that time. You guys have no idea how precariously set upon a pin the Earth is, and you think, you had a bunch of Chitauri come into one city on a planet that you can cordon off within 4 blocks. Let's be clear here. It's like they've made an attempt to invade the Earth from one city in a 4-block radius within Manhattan around.
We could have threw a bubble over New York, but we went the old Marvel route. Have we tried killing them yet? Have we tried nuking the city yet?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, let's say that Chitauri had taken over New York City. Let's say they'd taken over all of New York State. You think any of the other countries in the world, let alone New Jersey, is going to sit back while the Chitauri are invading? It's like they opened one hole, because that's all they could open with the Tesseract. They have to open one hole, because, of course, Tesseract isn't cooperating. Mm-hmm. It did not want to be a part of this story. They were like, make me fine. Mind Stone has to get all up in my business. Like, come on, man, let's just open up one portal, man. Just one portal. It'll be cool, man. Just one portal. Fine. Here's your dang portal. There you go.
Got any more of them portals?
Yes, but that's the thing. It's like these guys are fighting all the time. The Tesseract, the Power Stone. None of them are like happy with who they're working with. And I think the only way they're going to be happy is if they get to work with someone who makes them happy. And that's why when we get the champion, he meets the Power Stone. Oh yeah, brother. Let's go fight everybody in the universe just to see who's struggling. The Power Stone is going to go, yeah, man. And then the Soul Stone is going to go to Adam Warlock because he doesn't have a soul because he's an android or some nonsense. I don't know, some reason. Because he's going to be in Guardians 3. But you get the idea that, the Guardians, not the Guardians, the Elders of the Universe, it is got to split up the stones. That's the point. You have to split up the stones.
Yeah.
Because the stones don't even like each other. No, they don't. I mean, they want to work together, but they all want to work together to what each one thinks is the right answer. And none of them, you can't get two people to agree. You can't get Cap and Tony Stark to agree on what the universe should be. So,
no.
Good luck getting the Infinity Stones to agree.
All right, but yeah, I mean, I get your point. I mean, the Fantastic Four could be off somewhere fighting Terax. Speaking of,
hey, Terax the Hammer, boy. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Superior Spider-Man #2.
Yeah. I am so the level of restraint they had to have for this issue. Not say, are you kidding? Spider-Man beat Firelord once. If nothing else, this is meant to be a redemption of Firelord in that storyline. Okay. This is cool. I didn't even realize, you know what? I realized that now, and it's kind of, you recognize who our young couple are, or our elder couple in that episode. Look at them for a minute. Tell me if you can't recognize who those guys are. I just realized that, just now. Because the first time I saw it, I thought it was, because I didn't realize they were a gay couple at first. I didn't realize they were a gay couple, until a couple episodes, and a couple things, because, I just thought that was an older lady with short hair. But now that I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's the gag they're doing.
I'm not getting, why, who is it? I'm not getting it.
Okay. Xavier and Magneto.
Oh!
I just realized that was the gag they were doing. Because Patrick Stewart isn't gay. As he says, he likes hot wings and having sex with women.
Make it so.
Well, he said that because people always say, "Are you guys a couple?" I was like, "No, I'm not a couple." It's like, no, we're best friends. I have a gay best friend. That doesn't make me gay. But that is. I just realized they totally did that there. That is Magneto. That is. What's his name? Sir.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah, Ian McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart as a couple who've been together for many years.
Nice.
Yes, and they're going to stand right up there to Terax, because Terax is kind of a jerkwad in this. And here's what I love about this, is, honestly, you cannot tell me Peter Parker is any less selfless in this battle. This Otto is saying, no, we don't give up. Just because I'm cocky doesn't mean I give up. And, gotta love Digger in this. Just give me a needle and thread, man. I'll be fine. And you know what's best about this aspect, though? They run, but they don't leave. I mean, they leave, but they don't. They're still on call. And Otto doesn't oh, you abandoned me. He's like, no, go pick up this thing for my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And
who has the best line? Oh God, please don't tell me the only thing standing between San Francisco and agonizing death is Otto freaking Octavius.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
Because the Avengers are off-world, as the living brain tells her.
Which doesn't account for the West Coast Avengers.
True.
Let's be honest here. But again, it's a big state. They're down in Southern California. They're up in Northern California. I mean, as far as anyone knows, it's this isn't even on the news yet. And last we saw, they were all captured by Madame Mass. So, This is why it's not that unusual that superheroes don't just show up. Mm-hmm. The moment a crisis occurs, because this crisis has occurred. It's been 20 minutes. At best, we just got a little bit of National Guard mobilization, if that. I don't even think we do. Do we have National Guard mobilization on this?
So I don't think they showed it, but
no.
I mean, the whole thing with the West Coast Avengers, I think Anna Marie just doesn't know, because she even tells Living Brain, okay, call Peter Parker. Even if he can't get here in time, he probably knows someone who can.
Yeah, but no, but that's the thing. Is a Terax can fall on them, because Terax is he is super powerful, but he's what, 6'6" at most. Maybe 5 feet across. He's not, or in circumference, he's not going to take up that much space. It's really hard wherever he happens to pinpoint himself that all of the superheroes are not going to show up to fight him. Mm-hmm. So, which is why it's he could have easily beaten up everyone in San Francisco and still lost miserably, because once everyone else can mobilize, he is totally out there. But of course, Otto Octavius, being the super genius he is, with the help of Anna Marie, who may well be as big as great, who may well be a better genius because of course she's up on what the latest transistors are.
And she's on the machine and seemed to pick up, instantly. Okay, this is what you got to do to finish. I got to do to finish it.
Exactly. She was totally. I just love the fact that Otto says, if that dropout Doom could do this.
Oh,
he's a dropout, man. He's not really a doctor.
Because after taking a beating, the night shift delivers the device. Anna Marie finished, and she went with them. So, are we going to get a rekindling of this romance?
Oh, I don't know, because we see that basically got Power Cosmic Otto, and you can see that Anna Marie is like,
oh boy,
yeah, like so much Sam Beckett. Yes.
Oh yeah, because here I'll share that too. Spoilers.
What?
The last page.
Oh yeah. Well, we can do pictures now. This is awesome. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Things have changed, Terax. For now, you face the cosmic-powered superior Spider-Man.
Yes, cosmic superior. Oh yeah, and we get it. That's our cover for next week, man, or next month. Yeah, it's like, but the reality is that Otto Octavius, he did the work. He's like the only supervillain who did the work. Which is why he's like the only supervillain who really could become a superhero, because he's like the one guy that's like, no, there's structure. And there's like things you have to do before you just go blow stuff up, I may want to, but I also understand, there's actually a process and a structure and a system that we're existing in. So that's why we love Otto, man. Oh.
So do you think, is he willingly going to give up the power after the battle, or is Anna Marie kind of going to talk him down, or why did he have to give power after that? That's what I don't understand. Oh. Well, realistically, he probably wouldn't, but story-wise, they're probably going to make him.
Well, you know what it is? Here's what I'll say, is it's stolen power to start with. It's Terex's power, and like maybe the one thing he does is he will let Terex take his power back to not be a half-powered cosmic being.
Or maybe the power cosmic, I'm trying to remember if there's any examples. Maybe it's like, Galactus sets it genetically a certain being, but maybe Otto can't keep it for long term. Kill him for some reason.
Anything's possible, but what I will say is, I don't think he may give it up. He may well give it up, and you're right. Story-wise, not be a cosmically powered. Here's what I'll say. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps a little for himself. Or here's what he does. He is going to willingly give up the power cosmic. He's just going to put it somewhere else. Cosmic back, you schmendrick. I'm stripping you of your powers. You're going to be arrested and put in prison. And no, I don't want to carry around the power cosmic for the rest of my life. I'm putting that in this little containment cube. I think I might patent this and make this an energy generator that's going to power San Francisco for the next 5,000 years.
I thought you were going to say maybe he's just going to keep it in the container and like keep it in storage and be like, in case something like this happens again, I have my nuclear option.
Yeah, I mean that's entirely possible. But here's the thing: Otto Octavius, he's a nuclear physicist. And here's the thing: he's kind of back to where he used to be. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily a nice guy, but also not being corrupted by anything else.
Yeah,
he's kind of made himself a fresh slate.
Yes.
And he's going to say, what I used to do is I used to use nuclear energy to power the world. That was my goal. Now I can use this cosmic energy. Why wouldn't I use that to create a futuristic utopia for everybody? Because it's freaking power cosmic. So if he gives it up, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't keep it and say, think of all the good we could do with a bunch of power cosmic just sitting around. Or it's going to tie into the next Fantastic Four, where Otto's going to show up and say, don't worry, here's some more power cosmic Galactus, so you don't have to be so you can be the Lightbringer again.
I was going to say,
up you dang dropouts problems.
Well, I was going to say, he has to watch where he stores that power cosmic too, because Doom's going to, that has been Doom's going to try to steal it.
Oh, yeah, well, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. And that might be his own thing. He may actually release it back into the universe and say, you know what? He's not going to give it back to Terex. And I will bet you, Terex is completely depowered and shoved off to Alcatraz at the end of this. Or some other place. You're going to get Terex in Leavenworth.
Breaking rocks.
Yeah, man. No, he's going to be somewhere, but it's like, you know, he can totally be arrested. He's caused a lot of property damage. He's probably killed someone during this whole thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, he'll be lucky he doesn't get the chair. He may, just because he's from a cosmic universe planet doesn't mean that he gets to ride roughshod over anybody.
I mean, even if he didn't kill anyone, couldn't you charge him with like attempted murder?
He's going to be in a raft for a long time.
Yeah.
Even Howard. And I will guarantee you that that's what Otto's going to do. He's just going to say, I'm not going to keep these powers. No, I'm just taking them from you.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to send these out into the I'm going to send this out into the universe. Hopefully they'll find someone better than you to go to. And he might say, I can't keep this here. This is far too dangerous. That'd be ridiculous to try and hold on to this power. If nothing else, Doom's going to try and steal it.
Exactly.
You know, if nothing else, you might have like a Silver Surfer cameo. Silver Surfer, you can handle the power cosmic. Please take this. Go do whatever it is you do with these things.
That's gonna be this line. He's be like, you know what? I have to put this in a safe place, or some lower intellect like Victor Von Doom will try to steal it.
Well, yeah, because a lower intellect like Dr. Doom did try to steal it just recently, caused all kinds of problems.
He did it back in the day with the Silver Surfer.
Yes, but fortunately, you know, other people were able to fix that at that time.
Yeah.
But he just did it again in Fantastic Four. Tristan, what do you think of Fantastic Four? He's watching this show now. He liked the Fantastic Four.
Him and Lilith.
What? You think Galactus can't crush Thanos? Oh, yeah, no. He could totally crush Thanos.
Literally.
Yes. Yeah, the good golden Galactus could crush Thanos. And actually, the purple Galactus could crush Thanos, too. You just eat him. Delightful morsel.
Hey, I read Guardians of the Galaxy #1.
How was that?
It basically starts off, they have like a kind of weird funeral thing for Thanos, like Star Fox is like running it, and they got like all these cosmic characters there.
And he totally makes everyone feel whatever he wants them to feel. So it's like now we're all sad that Thanos is dead.
But what's funnier? There's like a video message from Thanos, and he says, you know, don't be sad for me. He's like, I'm gonna resurrect myself in like a new. He said he's gonna like take over somebody else's body, and then they're all like, oh, well, was he being serious? Was it just like an idle threat? And then they're like, oh, what if someone hears it? And I was thinking, what if it's Star Fox?
Well, obviously that's who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obvi.
No, but then they open like there's some like weird vortex thing opens and sucks most of the people in except for the new Guardians of the Galaxy team: Star-Lord, Groot, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Phyla-Vell, Moondragon.
Oh, and what's his name?
Who?
God.
Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray
Bill. Thank you. I kept on going Paste Pot Pete. It's like, that's not Paste Pot Pete.
Yeah, Beta Ray Bill. Yeah.
Beta Ray Bill. Of all the silly names to give a guy, but Beta Ray Bill. Yes, Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill. Yes.
Oh, and then it ends. There's a mysterious mastermind, who wants to resurrect Thanos, and like, you know, the Black Order's working for this mysterious figure, and the Black Order's like, well, but Thanos is together with his greatest love now, you know, Death. To rip him away from her would be to wage war against death itself. No one can defy her will. Not even you, Hela.
So. There we go. Well, she's the goddess of death. And first off, that assumes death is that into Thanos.
He's no Wade Wilson.
Yeah. Not for nothing, he is no Wade Wilson. And because not for nothing, Thanos is kind of stalkery.
No kidding.
You know, it's like, oh, it's great that you like me this much, but you know what? You really got no boundaries. Got no boundaries, Thanos, and you know, and you got to be funny. Wade's funny. Wade, you know, he's a delight.
Women love a sense of humor and good.
Women love a sense of humor.
Bone structure.
Yeah, you know, I mean, not for nothing. He may be, you know, Death may just be an old ad salesman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. But read it, Secret Wars 2. Maybe wrong on the city. That's a dude, man. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Cosmic being of its own existence.
Isn't Deadpool pansexual?
Well, yeah, no, Deadpool's fine with it. I just don't know. I don't know if Thanos really knows everything that's going on. All the stuff that Death has been through in the last, 20 years. It's like, I know you love me, but maybe you just love the image of me, not necessarily who I really am. That's the thing. It's like, see, Thanos. It's like when you want to date a celebrity. It's like, oh man, I'd love to date, Madonna or Hugh Jackman or whoever the celebrity is that you kids today like. I want to date Lady Gaga. You want to date Lady Gaga, not the person who is Lady Gaga. And that's the point. And like Thanos, he's just like, I want to date Death. I think Death would be cool. Death would be cool, man. I like Death. He's kind of just a really bad goth who wears purple. Yeah, it would be better if he wasn't like romantically interested in Death. But if Thanos didn't like that would be a great what if comic. If Thanos did not become sexually, and that's the thing. It's like it's all real sexual. It's not even like, oh man, the esoteric concept of death is what I really like. It's like, no, you're like, oh, my love, death. It's like, dude, that's creepy, man. even with death being a person that you can actually know, it's creepy the way you're talking about it. Okay, so yeah, but that's Thanos. I don't think Death is going to be that upset that someone. Well, Death might be mad that someone is taking someone from her realm.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, she doesn't seem to be that obsessed with it when everyone else does it earlier, And this is like the first time Thanos has come back from the dead. So maybe she's like, "Yeah, why don't you go back out there, Thanos? I'm not going to stop you. You do you. It's not you, it's me, Thanos. It's not you, it's me. You go find your own best self, Thanos. I don't want to hold you back here." I'm just saying. I don't think Death is anything. I think it's all a very one-sided relationship, and I think Thanos is the one side.
All right. Before we run out of time, did you read Avengers 13?
No, I did not.
Okay. It's another origin of one of the prehistoric Avengers, Iron Fist.
The old school, the lady who punched a dragon, right in the heart, apparently.
Yeah, when she was 15 years old.
Good for her. Hey, you know what book you didn't read? Even though I told you should read it.
Oh, I ran out of time. I had to work today.
I ran out of time. Philip, we all have Champions #1 again for reasons.
Okay.
It's Champions #1. Our good friend Mr. Zub is Jim Zub is our writer.
So tell us about Champions #1.
It's a pretty straightforward book. Now it's like Champions Global. Because we've got like 3 different teams of champions from all over the. We even have like Champions Reserves. We got basically every young superhero is now a champion. Yeah, they're pretty cool about it, and they're like, because they even mentioned like, oh yeah, we don't even have to call them the reserves. We've just got our group, and they're like, oh yeah, no, Silk's a reserve, and this person's a reserve, and that person's a reserve. Hey, Gwenpool is a reserve.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, well, they don't mention it, but if you think about it, yeah, Gwenpool is a reserve. So, and we get the 3 teams. Like one team goes to Mexico to stop child trafficking or sex trafficking right there, and another group is in, I think, Japan, where there's been an earthquake, and they're rescuing people. And then our core team with Viv and Miles and Braun, and of course our team leader, Ms. Marvel. They're going to fight Zazix, that lightning being that used to fight the Hulk all the time.
Yes.
And they go, champions charge! And together they can do anything. And boy, that's a tragic looking last panel before we turn the page. Mm-hmm. After the War of Realms ads. Go buy the War of Realms, kids. People will love it. This won't be like that Fear Itself thing that nobody liked as much except for Charlie, but that's because he read the Loki books. And here's our watch it. Buy the watches. They all come back and everything's going cool. Everyone's coming back. Yay, we beat the bad guys. We did what we did. We created a containment unit for this. And we'll give it to Vision because Vision will know what to do with it. My dad will know what to do with that energy being. Mm-hmm. And then for whatever reason, we got Braun and Sam are having some issues here. And then Miles and Sam are having issues. And Viv is like trying to kiss Riri Williams again. And like she's like, you said not to kiss you, so I won't kiss you again. It's like, yeah, but you shouldn't have kissed me the first time without asking. That was kind of rude, and it's not cool just because we're both chicks, you know. Just because we're both chicks doesn't mean we just all want to kiss, okay? Viv, you're being a little, you know, and you're using this, oh, I'm an android, I don't know what I'm doing kind of argument. It's like, I think you can watch TV and know what you're not supposed to do. And then Miles is being all sulky. Why is Miles so sulky? I don't know. Why do you think Miles is so sulky, Phil?
I don't know.
He's so mad. What?
I said, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, because isn't this everything he's ever wanted? The Champions are a great team. It's everything he ever wanted.
Mephisto.
Isn't this just what you wanted, Miles?
He likes spider people. I mean, Mephisto was like coming to Ben Riley. It appeared to Ben Riley at least once or twice. So I mean, he likes
Mephisto. I'm going to be honest with you. Mephisto has always wanted more superpowered souls. He wants good guy souls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get 6 wizards and 4 out of Octaviuses a week. They're great souls. Don't get them wrong. They're superpowered souls, but he wants that
they're all clones.
Special soul. Nothing wrong with a clone soul.
I know.
They still got souls, man. Don't be so birthist.
But he wants
just because you weren't spawned from a few
test tube.
Yes. Well, it's a cloning chamber. It's not a test tube, though. Don't use that's hate speech, Phil. That's hate speech. Test tube. No, you're from a cloning chamber. It's a perfectly legitimate way to come into existence. Next, you say androids don't have souls. We all know Jim Hammond definitely has a soul because the Sleepwalker said so. He did.
Nice.
Yes. We don't know if any other androids have souls, but we know that Jim Hammond definitely has a soul. We also know that Jim Hammond is much more human than most androids, so.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows what that's about? Because, you know, Ultron would never let humanity go into the Vision. Anyway. But remember when it was Mephisto versus the Fantastic Four, Mephisto versus the X-Men, Mephisto versus whomever.
Yeah.
It was all about how he wanted to get these really cool souls, man. He's like the collector. He's like, oh, man, I really wanted Dazzler's soul because her soul is the best soul. Because aside from the fact that she's, like, totally awesome, she also was once a herald of Galactus and then, like, shared Beyonder's power for a while. So she's got, like, the best soul. Oh, and I didn't get her soul. But
yeah. I mean, there was a point in the, late 80s where Ann Nocenti was writing Daredevil, and Mephisto showed up like once or twice in Daredevil too.
Well, yeah, Mephisto, he's really nerdy. He wants some polyvinyl bagged superhero souls, you know? I'll bet you, if you're a superhero and Mephisto gets your soul, he's actually pretty cool with you. He's just gonna polybag you and put you on the shelf, have you on display. Not gonna torment you or nothing, man. He just wants to. Did you see my original Captain America soul?
Oh, jeez.
I got one. Yeah, yes, it's the Mace Captain America, but he's still a Captain America. Captain America 3 still counts, man. Think Steve Rogers won't die. Jeffrey Mace, that was the other one before Jeffrey Mace, but I couldn't remember his name.
All right, I think we're pretty close to an hour here.
I'm sure we're well over at this point, Philip. Philip, if the viewers would like to discuss things with you, how can they do?
You can always get a hold of me. Email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I am @nightwingpdp. And check out Capes and Lunatics on all social media.
And, of course, write to me in that old-fashioned email way the way I'm awesome possible instead at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. And, of course, follow me on the Twitters as I live tweet the Orville, which we didn't even get to talk about, but it was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the Orville, kids. Just know that the Union doesn't need to doesn't need to talk to everyone, doesn't need to reply all. Okay? Just because someone
Sends a
writes
message.
to you.
Yeah.
Just because someone writes to you doesn't mean you have to friend them. Okay? Because I get the feeling the Union has a lot of Nigerian princes that they're friends with. I think your profile has a picture. We'll friend you. Friend. The Union needs to be a little more discriminatory. Only friend people that you've already friended. Okay? A little bit of social media savvy from us to you. But yeah, that's the Orville this week. Go watch it. You'll like it. You'll like the Orville, I'm sure. Moving right along. As I live tweet things, that's at CHRLIEESSER. Look for the two E's in the middle. For quality.
For quality. Ding!
There's my Mozzie. We're going to form a comedy duo. And tour the country. As soon as I have enough money to afford to tour the country.
Start on YouTube or something.
Yeah, we should. We're gonna try it. You know what? We're gonna figure it out, man. I think it would be great. I think me and Maz have a great repertoire.
Yes.
Repartee, not repertoire. We don't have a repertoire yet. We have a repartee. But if you have a good repartee, you can build a repertoire. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Superconnectivity. Please superconnect with us once again. And as always, remember, viewer discussion is advised.
Trademark.
Trademark. I am going to use that.
Do it.
My new catchphrase. I love this catchphrase. It's an awesome catchphrase. How is this not a catchphrase that people are already using?
That's your fight me, nerds.
Yeah, viewer discussion is advised. Because if you think about it, that's like the perfect thing for a YouTuber to have. Because we need interaction. We want viewer discussion. Discuss! You mindless sheep. Discuss! Maybe that was not the best way to sell that.